Okay, attention classroom. This exam that you are about to write is very, very important because this is the exam that will decide. Which exam are we talking about? Well, the honest truth is, before we write every exam, before we write any exam, our teachers, our parents, and society make us believe this. But well, I'll tell you what, I'm not against exams. I believe exams are great. You get good marks in exams. It's fantastic. You ought to celebrate. If you get bad marks, there is no problem because the truth is completely different. In that classroom, there are so many different people with a different path of life. There is an artist who actually believes in his art more than the formulas that maths have actually generated. There is an entrepreneur who wants to change the future and doesn't care too much about the history that's been written in books. In that classroom, there also is a musician who believes more in creating his own notes than following chemical formulas. There's also a budding sports person who's great at his physical strength but doesn't understand physics all too well. If you get good marks, great, celebrate. If you get bad marks, there's no reason to contemplate or think you're actually in the wrong direction of life. It's not only the doctors, engineers, scientists who are actually happy. The questions that are asked in your question paper will definitely not be the questions that life raises at you. The answers that you're going to write down are not going to be the answers that you need to give to life, its challenges, and various difficult situations. Today, when I sit down on this chair, some people define this as a happy job. Some people say this is a successful job. Some people say, oh my God, what are you doing? You had potential for so much more. Everyone's got their own perception of happiness, success, and what qualifications are bound to get you. But according to me, what I've learned through all the examinations, not of subjects but of life, is that you ought to do something that you really visualize, that you have a vision for, that you have a passion for. And this is my chair of happiness. Maybe you find the success in that examination hall. Maybe your passion lies in one of those subjects. Maybe your vision is something completely different. The questions that life will ask you, now these answers cannot be copied, cannot be read from books, cannot be learned from teachers or different people. These answers will have to come from within you. Some exams can only be aced, questioned, and answered by you. This is the examination of life.